Hi everyone, today is the 23rd of February 2023, it's Thursday. Tomorrow I won't be able to work on the car, I've got something else on. I'm not sure what I'm going to be able to do today. I mean, look at the weather. It's been raining most of the night, but it's not raining at this moment in time, and it's probably won't rain for a couple of hours. It's starting to dry up, so we might be alright in another hour. Although the wind is starting to get up, while there's no sun, we might be able to see a bit better what we've done so far. Right, these are the two patches we're put in. Well, two there, one here, and obviously the bit underneath and the back. Yeah, they're not pretty, but that ain't what I'm aiming for. I just want to make it more solid. And time I clean them up, probably do a bit more on them. They'll be alright. This has just got a few little tacks, look a bit like pigeon muck, but all it is just to box that in, because I'm now going to bring this round onto here, and on top is weldable primer. God, I ain't very warm. So if I don't get on with this, what can I get on with? These stupid bolts. Maybe I'll see if I can get these out. As you see, I ended up cutting them off because they were getting on my nerves. 1, 2, 3 came out. Also 4. Now it was a nut and bolt through there. And then obviously the bolts through here from the hockey stick, so they can go back alright. I think I'll see if I can get these out, and we'll see whether the weather gets any better, whether I can do a bit more here. We'll see how we get on. Well, I don't know what's going on here, it's giving me right problems. I've been crushing this with these grips and turning this, but they just do not want to come out, neither of them. I think what I might end up doing is breaking that off or cutting it off, and then when I put it back I'll just use a nut and bolt, because that wind is getting up, guys. Right, I'll try and get that off. I'll probably end up cutting it off, I should imagine. At least that's the wing off. Right, with a look at this weather, I'm not going to be able to do any more as well. And what the plan is to rejoin this to here, fill in the bottom, make a plate for the bottom, and join that round to here so I can get this wing back on. Obviously clean up a bit first, get some sealer on it or something. What else can I do? I think I'll try and have a look at what's going on with these wires. Look, they're joined here, here, again under here. God knows what these ones are. I mean, that blue one is actually an earthlet that's onto the frame there. Then you got another join here, which is only looks like an earth. And then, well, what are these wires? Very brittle. And then we got 2 into 1 there, is it? Where's that going? That might even be an earth. No, there's another wire just tucked in there. I'm guessing these are the headlights. These are the indicators. And what are these then? They may all be earth wires. Like I say, they're brittle and they're old. Well, they could be the headlights actually. See, the thing with these old cars, you've only got a couple of fuses up here, and they're wrong. They look like a 13 amp fuse has been put in there. Here they are, look. I'm not sure what the amperage should be, but I would have thought they'd be 13 amp fuses, probably more like 10 amps I reckon. Ayo, they'll do. Yeah, so you've got things like maybe your lights are on one fuse, and I think the other fuse is window wipers and maybe fuel pump or something. I can't remember now, but they're the only two fuses on the whole car. There's no relays or nothing, so all the wires what are exposed full 12 volt, and if they earth out they're just gonna get hot, hopefully pop the fuses. But that's just the way they were. Obviously this regulator's not being used now. That's off this alternator. We know that's all working because we're getting a charge to the battery. I mean, some of this wiring might have been like this when I had it, I just can't remember. Not all of it, I definitely know, but it's a mess. But because these cars are simple, you can easily poke about on a wire and sort it out. Now, it looks like it needs, I don't know what that's all about. It looks like it needs some fiddling about with wires everywhere, but how far back do I go? Got a feeling this is either, could be side light. Well, anyway, I'm going to find out is when I put some power through them and try and work out what they are. But not to worry. Right, let's see if I can split this and get that through. Then at least I can start here somewhere and put the wire through to here. I'm not going to change everything under here. Blimey, it's all taped up down the bottom as well. No wonder we have little problems. I'll sort that out. I'll just come back from here somewhere, I think, just so as it come through and under the wing to the headlight and all these on there. I know they were working, so how far do I want to pull all that out? I don't. Yeah, you look too much. Yeah, simple. Let's just do that. Well, a quick look on Google, and they're saying 35 amp and 12 amp. So I'm guessing these 13 amps are going to be fine. They've been working. Why touch stuff that doesn't need doing, eh? Right. Let's at least cut this and get this back through here and see if I can find some wire to go back through for when the headlight go on. Is that sun gonna get out? Not looking like it, is it? Oh well. I just love it. But none of it really matters, does it? If it's working, I say. Well, we just had a quick go over with a voltmeter, and where are we? This one and this one seem like they're side lights, so whether why it's got two, I'm not sure. That's obviously an earth. Those two, I can't work out what they are, but these are the headlights, and one's an earth. So that's why there's three wires to the headlights. So you've got full beam, dip beam, maybe, and an earth. These must be indicators, I'd have thought. Gotta be, ain't they? Something to do with the indicators, but they're so dirty you can't even see what colours they are. Got a feeling they're indicators. To get a meter on them and just check what they are. Right, these two, although we can't see the colours, I think we can safely say they're the indicators. So that was easy to sort out. So we've got the indicators, we've got the side light, and we've got the headlights there. Right, that's good. That's more than good. Right, I'll see if I can find a bit better wire to stick through that hole there, just to bring it into the bay there, try and tidy it up. Right, I found a piece of wire in the shed, some flex. It's got 3 cables in it. I don't know what the ratings are, I'm not even worried about it. But that'll be a better to go through to that headlight rather than all loose wires. That's what I'm thinking. So we'll cut a piece of that and we'll post that through, so that'll be ready to join up, and then I might be able to work out which is high beam and low beam. And obviously I can use that yellow one for the earth. That's the plan. I've just bared those wires because I'm going to join that piece of wire I've got onto those. But I've just realised I need to get my Harley out, and tomorrow, and when my neighbour parks here it's a bit awkward, so I put the wheels back on. Got one on, just tightening up this one now, so I can move George over, I don't know, a foot. That should be fine. Give me plenty of room then if I want to get out. So if I need to get out tomorrow, and then there'll be plenty of room. Wheels on, jacked it up, took out these wheel ramps and blocks. I ain't started George for, well, since I brought him home. Must be a couple of weeks, mustn't it? I ain't tightened them right down, that should be enough to start him up. Let's see if he'll fire up. God, I'll tell you what, it's cold today. We don't need no indicators on. We don't need no blower whirling. Bit of chew gush, I think. Come on, George. There's the way. Took a bit of starting, might have been getting the fuel up. Here's the way alright now. Like I said, that carb is definitely a new carb or a different carburetor. Maybe it needs setting up. I'll have a fiddle with that once I've got George okay. But when he was driving, he drove fine. So I'm not 100% sure what's going on there. Right, all I want to do is just move him over a little bit. Move George over a touch. think that'll do, George? Yeah, choking. Need to unblock those as well, don't I? All in due course. Right, what I'm going to do is just chop the wheels up again so I can drop this handbrake. The pedal's staying up nice now. And you can see that rolled, so brakes are not binding, but we will get the back wheels off once I've finished sorting out this wing. I was hoping that was going to get out, but I'm not sure whether it will. I think that's time for a cup of tea. Yeah, that'll give me plenty of room. Just looking as I walk round, bodywork wise. That's all stuff I can do while I'm using him. So I think the next thing's going to be is I'll join this wire up, and then after that I'll go for trying to get this wing sorted out. Wow, look guys, can you see what I can see? Yeah, the sun's coming round. It's still a little bit windy though, and cold wind, so I'm not sure it's going to warm up much, but at least it's drying. Right, what I intend to do now is solder these wires to that piece of wire I had. Don't know what I've done with it, I'll find it in a minute. And then put some shrink round them. That's the plan. It's a pity really, I wanted to get on with this today, but now I've done this, there ain't going to be much time I don't think. I'll see what time I've got, whether I can do a little bit anyway. Right, let's find that bit of wire. Right then, so I've soldered these two, which will be the main beam and the dip beam. I don't know which one's which yet, but I'll find that out when we put it back together. Now this one here is the earth. I'm just going to put a sleeve over that one, join these two together. I've already tinned them up a bit, and then I don't really need to cover that one, but I'm going to anyway, means I've got the stuff. Right, I'll get on with that now. Right, so now I've achieved something. There's going to be the cable, that'll be for the headlights, dip the main beam in the earth. That one's another earth, but I always cut that off, I don't need it. I think that one's an earth as well. Then ones will be indicators, and that one there is for the side light, and that was the earth for the side light. So they're better than they were. Could probably put some black tape or something around them when I connected. And these ones here, they'll have to be joined again to extend them wires, but I'll probably solder them again, put some heat shrink around them, stop them shorting out, and also wrap with some tape. I've wrapped a bit of tape round here for now. That's all I've got, some green, but black would have been better. That needs to be pulled back a bit, it's a bit tight. Yeah, so that's definitely better than it was. But like I said, as long as they all work, that's all I'm really worried about. I just wanted to tidy it up a bit. I was all over the place under here, too many joins. I know there's always going to be some joins, but I don't need that many. I see that side's starting to crack, look. Still alright though. Luckily I won't be going high speeds. And I'll put the new one on this side. They're not completely tightened up yet because I'll probably take them off, because what we want to do is clean all this up and put some paint on it, put some under seal on it, just not make it nice and tidy. But I don't know why, it's just not warmed up today, and I didn't get done what I wanted to, but at least I've got something else done. And also, while I'm here, I'm just thinking I might swap these battery terminals around, or the cables for the terminals, because someone could easily mistake that as being the live So I'm just try to see if I can swap this one for this one, and if I can get that done, at least there's something more done today. Well, that's the battery terminal swapped over, which is all good. Well, that's the battery terminals swapped over now, so you've got the live going to the right side, just save any confusion really. Looks better anyway. Yeah, it's a pity. I've got some other things sorted, but obviously I couldn't sort out this inner wing today, but I'm sure we'll get on with that soon. It's actually starting to rain again now, look, little spots of rain. Just not good for doing anything electricity and welding. I'm now going to pack up and call it a day. So that'll leave me to say, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully we'll get that wing back on in the next video. That's the plan. Finish the welding, get the wing on. So catch you in that. Bye for now.